Good morning, students. I am your social teacher. In the last class, we discussed a lesson from history. The name of that lesson, World War II. In that lesson, we discussed about the World War, causes for the World War, and the important events of the World War and outbreak of the World War II. And the that lesson dealt about the Second World War. So, in that lesson, we are going to discuss about the end of the First World War and the formation of UNO. And after that, what are the things happened in the world? So, these are the things we are going to discuss in this class. So, in the last class, we discussed up to outbreak of the World War II. So, here in 1939, the outbreak of First World War, and it lasted up to 1945. That means the Second World War broke out in the year 1939 and ends in 1945. So today we are going to discuss in the important events the Dunkirk. The Dunkirk is in one of the major war. In that war, the French and British forces were forced to backward by the German soldiers and our German army. So this is one of the great loss for the British and the French. And another one is the Battle of Britain in 1940. So it was the one of the major thing. So in that it was a fear that the Germans were planning to invade Britain. So in 1940 the Germans wanted to invade on Britain and also they invaded on Britain. So here the Hitler wanted to force Britain to accept his proposal. So what was the proposal of the Hitler here? So Hitler's proposal was that to capture and the make the Britain to as a puppet country to the Hitler. So it was one of the major thing. But here the German Air Force began to attack specific target, especially the port, airfields and industrial installations. So that means the Hitler he attacked the major thing in the England, that means the Britain. So here in 1940, London was bombed mercilessly. So in the first time he used the airplanes to destroy the Britain. So in action was known as Blitz. By October 1914, night bombing raids of London and other industrial cities began. Here in the 1940, by October 1940, at night bombing the London and industrial cities. That means the total London was sacked by or soaked by the Britain and German forces. So this campaign failed because with the aid of a newly developed and top secret device radar for detecting aircraft while still at distance. So here that the Royal Air Forces split fire and hurricanes. Whereas the Royal Air Forces of England, they used the newly devised radar, the newly developed device radar. Through this newly developed device, the British forces attacked German airplanes. So in this battle was a failure. Britain also sustained the attack of German. So another one that Lend-Lease in 1941 and 1945. In that Lend-Lease in 1941, so Britain, France and Russia, they only involving in the Second World War. But here the USA, what about the USA? USA wanted to participate in the war, but it's not possible. It waiting for the opportunity. So because it followed the policy of isolation in the after the First World War, here it want to help to the allies. So but it could not directly intervene in the war. But here the secondary thing, the US helped to allies through the Lend-Lease. In March 1941, arms, food, military equipments and other supplies were sent to Britain. This used as a loan, and the name of loan the USA given this aid to the allies. So here the between 1941 and 1945, so between this year the USA given the aid to the Allied forces, that means the Britain. The total aid under Lend-Lease amounted $46.5 million. $46.5 million. So this was the Lend-Lease amount. And the invasion of Russia in 1941 to 1942. And another one, the Germany's aggressive policies were that in June 1941, the German army invaded Russia. The long-term objectives of these moves were the seize prime land settling Germans, to destroy the communist regime, and also exploit Russia's natural resources. So here the Germany wanted to destroy the natural resources of the Russians, and another one, so it wanted to destroy the communist regime its own motherland. Here another one, that the communist regime wanted to destroy the communism in its mother country. So but here in this war, the invasion of Russia in 1941, the German forces reached Russia in that particular time. That means it is very soon. The German army then marched to Moscow. So but ultimately the resistance by the Soviet army and the fierce Russian winter defeated the German army. So one side the German army was suffered by the natural, that means the nature. Another one, that Russian forces, Russian military also sustained the German army. So finally it was a failure because the Russian winter began earlier in this time. The Battle of Stalingrad in 1942 to 1943. In August 1942, the German attacked Stalingrad, stretching about 30 miles along the bank of river Volga. So Stalingrad was a large industrial city producing armaments and tractors. Capturing the city would cut Soviet transport links and southern Russia, and Stalingrad would then enable the invading German to have access to the oil fields of the Caucasus. So here in addition, the seizing the city that bore the name of the Soviet leader Stalin would serve as a great personal and the propaganda victory for Hitler. So here the Stalingrad was the city, it bore the name of the great leader Stalin, but in 1942, here the 1942 and 43, between this the Hitler occupied this and captured the Stalingrad, and it was one of the major industrial city. It was a major production of Germans, not for the Germans, here Russians, tractors and armaments and the army weapons, the equipments. So finally it was captured by a German ruler Hitler. So this is known as the Operation Blue, that means the Fall Blue. In June 28, 1942, operation began with the significant German victories. So finally the German forces captured Stalingrad. So Russian people suffered. So they suffered not only from bad working and living conditions, but also from the ill treatment of the German hands in the occupied area. So in this Stalingrad, the 1942 to 1943, between this year, the Stalingrad was captured. That means the Russian territory, one of the Russian territory was captured by the German army. So in this German army tortured the Russian people. Altogether, over 1/10 of the Russian population died. So after the capturing of this Stalingrad, the Russian population was 1/3 of the population was died. That means the German forces killed 1/3 of the 1/10 of the Russian people. So despite Hitler's hope for anti-Stalin revolution, they successfully defended the city of Stalingrad. So here the Hitler hope that was he wanted to turn against the Russian people to the Russian government, but here the Russian people very loyal to the government, so it was failure. The plan of the Hitler was failed. So another one, the Battle of So here the German forces under the General Rommel were remarkably successful in occupying North Africa, rapidly leaving the British with only Egypt. The Allied forces under the General Montgomery counter-attacked and defeated the German and Italian forces at the El Alamein in North Africa. The German army was chased across the desert out of the North Africa. This provided the base for the Allied forces to invade Italy. So here the German forces were defeated by the Allied forces. Allied forces means the combined forces of British, French and Russian forces. And another one is in 1943, the surrender of Italy. So in 1943, the Mussolini was overthrown by his own people and the government was changed. Then the government of Italy surrendered to the Allies in 1943 because the Mussolini was thrown out by his own people. But in the 1945, Mussolini was killed in April by Italian partisans. So Italian people, one of the Italian civilian who killed Mussolini in April 1945. So here the struggle and that one of the biggest dictator was killed by its own people. And end of Hitler, the Allied forces under the command of General Eisenhower invaded Normandy in the France. Slowly, the German army was forced back, but the Germans fought back and the war continued for nearly another year and finally ended in May 1945. Hitler committed suicide in April 1945. So he was here that German army was surrounded by the Allied forces. Finally there is no hope and no chance to escape from that territory. That is the reason Hitler committed suicide by ate poison. From 1944, the Russian army began to attack Germany and the East and captured much of the Eastern Europe and Poland. In 1945, they occupied parts of Berlin. So the Germany was divided into two sections after the war. So here that in 1870, the two sections of the Germany was unified by one great leader. And in 1870, but in 1945, after the war, that unified Germany was divided into two sections. So another one in the war in the Asia Pacific region. In the Asia Pacific region, so the Japan was one of the developed countries. So that developed country had a contact and pact with this Germany and Italy. So Japan already signed the treaty and signed the Axis, had a contact with these two countries, that is called Rome Berlin Tokyo Axis. In this Rome Berlin Tokyo Axis, so the Asia Pacific region. So in the Asia, Japan occupying the number of countries like Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia. These are the regions were occupied by the Japan. So here in this, Japanese army invaded Manchuria in 1931. The China appealed to the League of Nations. This act of aggression did not attract the attention of the United States of Britain. So and here in 1937, Japan invaded China and it seized Peking. So it is the capital of China, which had traditionally been the capital of China. The region around Shanghai was also captured. Here the Japan occupation was one of the major thing was its own destruction. So Japan captured a number of territories in China and other regions of Asia. So here the Japanese army indulged the biggest slaughter ever known is in Nanjing. So civilians were killed in mass for sports and all females from children to old women were tortured and killed. The Japanese tortured and killed number of killed masses for sports and female, even children also were killed by the Japanese. So here the Japan, the Pearl Harbor attack. In 1941, Japan attacked American naval installation in the Pearl Harbor, so Hawaii without warning. So this idea was to cripple American Pacific Fleet to that Japan would not face any opposition in its offensive against the Southeast Asian countries. Many battleships and numerous fighter planes were destroyed. The United States declared war on Japan with Britain and China also joining in. So here the Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. Without giving any warning, it attacked the Pearl Harbor that was in the Hawaii. Here, that after that, the America lost its naval forces and planes, fighter planes, and also the number of men. So immediately the U.S. declared war on Japan. So also with Britain and China also joining with the US. This brought together both the Asia Pacific and the European war into the common cause. Most importantly, it brought the United States with the enormous resources into the war as a part of allies. So here the Japanese aggression in Southeast Asia. So in the Southeast Asia, the Japan captured. It wanted to extend their empire throughout the Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia means near we are living in the Asia. So here also it wanted to capture. So Guam, Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaya, the Dutch East Indies, that is called Indonesia, and Burma all fell to the Japanese. So these regions and these countries were occupied by the Japanese in the war. Battle of Midway and the Battle of Guadalcanal. So in this war also the US Navy defeated the Japanese Navy in the Battle of Midway, which turned in the tide in the favor of the Allies. The Battle of Guadalcanal in the Solomon Islands was a combined offensive involving the army and the navy and lasted for the several months. Both were crushing defeat for the Japanese. So here after this, American forces were able to take the Philippines. Gradually, the Japanese were thrown out of most of their conquered territories. So after the invention of the US in the Second World War, the Japanese, particularly in the Asian countries, in the Asian region, the Japanese occupied a number of territories. But after the intervention of the America, so this Japanese occupied or conquered territories were freed. In 1944, the combined British and Indian armies were able to push back the Japanese who attempt to invade the northeast of India, the northeast of India. Along with the Chinese, they pushed the Japanese out of Burma and liberated Malaya and Singapore. So India and China also joining in the not joining. So with the cooperation of the China and India, so they pushed back the Japanese from the Malaya and Singapore, and also they got liberation. That means the freedom. In 1945, and Japanese two biggest cities were destroyed. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were destroyed. In the beginning, the US sent ultimatum to surrender, but it was ignored by Japan. So that is the reason. So 15th August 1945, not a 15th, and 16th August, Hiroshima was bombed, and 19th August, Nagasaki was bombed. Ultimately, the Japan surrendered to Allies in 15th August 1945. So in the September 2nd, 1945, bringing at the end of the World War II. Finally, the World War came to an end. So the international agencies, after the war, number of international agencies like UNO was established. Here the colonial power were forced to give independence. So like after the Second World War, the colonial power like India and China, they were freed from the British, and colonial power were forced to give independence. Holocaust and its followed. After the Hitler came to power, the Jews were persecuted in many ways. So here the Holocaust. the genocide. Genocide means இனப்படுகொலை அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். In this genocide, the Hitler killed particularly the Jews. That is called genocides. This in human activity was called genocide. So after the Second World War, there was a great thing, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So Universal Declaration of Human Rights means the UNO in this charter. So in UN charter was signed in 1941. So on the basis of this charter, the UNO was founded. So here the Human Rights Commission and the UN Commission of Human Rights also set up in the various regions. The President Franklin Roosevelt and Eleanor Roosevelt, wife of President Franklin Roosevelt, they played a major role for making the Human Rights Commission. So here that birth of Israel. So Israel is the full of Jews. The major outcome of the Holocaust was that creation of the state of Israel as the homeland for the Jews. The homeland, the separate land, homeland need for the Jews. Though here this Israel was a new land for the Israelis or Jews. Here the while this was historically the original home for the Jews during the Roman Empire, Roman times. So here this was one of the thing. The Israel was historically the original homeland for the Jews. So another one, the new international order. So new international order. So here this new international order, the United States and Britain began to give serious consideration to the need for the international cooperation for achieving lasting peace among all nations. So that is reason this world leaders planned to plan to form the one of the organization that is called the United Nations of Organizations. So here the United Nations was founded. The first initiative for the United Nations came from the United States and Britain in 1941. When they issued the joint declaration known as the Atlantic Charter, this declaration of the United Nations was accepted by all the 26 countries which were fighting against the Axis power. The Axis power means Germany, Italy and Japan. They were called Axis powers. So these 26 countries were formed. So the Charter of the United Nations was signed on the 26th June 1945 by 51 nations. India, which was not an independent country, then also was a signatory of the Charter. During 1945, it was under the British control, but it signed the UN Charter. And the General Assembly and the Security Council, there are the 6 major organs, the General Assembly and Security Council. The General Assembly is the main deliberative body of United Nations. It was situated in the New York. The headquarters of the UNO was situated in the New York. So here it is one of the thing. So it means one of the year Security Council, General Assembly. So here that the judicial wing, it is a legislative, executive and judicial wing of the UNO. So in the Security Council there are 15 members. The 5 countries are the permanent members, other 10 were non-permanent members. So here the permanent members of the United States, Britain, France, Russia and China were the permanent members in the Security Council. So other 10 members were retired. Every 2 temporary members who are elected in the rotation. These 2 bodies function like a legislature. Each of the permanent members has the right to veto any decision by the other members of the Security Council. So this permanent members only has the veto power. Veto means the negative vote. If any one of the permanent give the veto, that decision was failed. The administrative structure, the executive wing of the United Nations in the UN Secretary. It is headed by the Secretary General, who is elected by the General Assembly. One of the recommendations of the Security Council, the Secretary General, along with his cabinet and other official, runs under the United Nations. The International Court of Justice, headquartered at the Hague in Holland. So, International Court of Justice is another wing. So, it is situated in the Holland, in the Hague. The Economic and Social Council, the fifth organ of the United Nations, is responsible for coordinating all the economic and social work for the United Nations. So, here the General Assembly, Security Council, the Secretariat, the Economic and Social Council, and another one, that fifth one is the, these are the five organs. The other important organs of the UNO, the associated organization deal with area critical interest. Here that world large area like food, health and education and cultural, these are Food and Agriculture Organization, World Health Organization, UNESCO. These are the other organs of the specialized agencies of the UNO. UNICEF and UNDP, United Nations Declaration. Another one here, the development program. These are the things. The activities of the UN. What are the activities of the UN? Over the decades, the United Nations has expanded its activities in response to the changing problem facing the world. Thus, in 1960s, decolonization was an important issue. Human rights, the problems of refugees, climate changes, gender equality are all now within the ambit of the activities of the United Nations. A special mention must be made of the UN peacekeeping force, which has acted in the many areas of conflict all over the world. The Indian Army has been an important part of the peacekeeping force and has been played in many parts of the world. So here that Indian Army also joining with the United Nations. The World Bank. So the World Bank, International Monetary Fund, so that refers to the Bretton Woods Prince, with both established in 1945 after the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944, located in Washington DC in the United States. They have the same membership, since a country cannot be a member of the bank without being the member of the fund. So these are the impacts after the World War. So here that okay children, today's class is over. We will discuss the other things in the next class. Thank you.